previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
Matches.
Amazing. This is one of my favorite all-ins. Last year was awesome, but this year was just as good. And next year, being in Texas, I'm ready to go.
Okay. I got friends that go to the Double or Nothings in Vegas all the time. Had about 30, they all in, had about 30 people on their pay-per-view game. Listen, I'm going to say this as we all get on Tony Khan. A lot of times, Tony, we know what you be doing in the back of those cars, D. Do you know? Do you know what I be doing in the back of them cars, D? Yeah, ain't like you back there sweating bullets, man. Okay? You know? You know. Mariah May's a friend of the program. I was not here when they interviewed her.
I know, yeah.
That interview. Good for you. You did something that Mike Knoxxx could have done himself. Never saw this one. I didn't pay this girl not a motherfucking never mind. Okay? Like that chick in church that had the extra long skirt with the big glasses. We didn't pay her no attention until we went skating. And if she didn't have the skirt on and the glasses on, you was like... Mariah May actually beat Toni Storm's ass with the shoe. Is what I actually took notice. And I mentioned constantly, and no, I'm not jumping the shark like Fonzie and Happy Days. Yeah, another old reference. Okay? I'm not like jumping the Shark Tank. But I will say this. I always say a few things. There's a lot of shit, right? One of them is, if you love fucking Trish Stratus, you better love motherfucking Nikki Bella. Because there's no Nikki Bella, they're the same. They're one in one fucking name. So if you want to put Trish Stratus as top 5, there better be a fucking 5.1, and they better be Nikki fucking Bella. They're the same fucking character, okay? And I think Nikki Bella's a better wrestler than Trish Stratus. I fucking said it. Now, you cannot...
Hold on here. Is this the barbershop? Is this the barbershop? It's the barbershop. Well, I mean, we can't talk straight in the barbershop. Then where can we talk straight? We can't talk straight nowhere else. You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Drums, please!
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah! Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're wrong. What you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to the Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, it's a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
Welcome, everybody, to the Mike Knoxxx Show here on Unpop Review Entertainment. And yesterday, people, oh yes, we were privileged. Well, were we really privileged? I don't know. I don't even fucking know. Bash in Berlin, bash at the beach. It's always so much stuff going on around here. I get all discombobulated, Chris. What's going on today, Mr. Sir? How you doing today? You're muted. You're still muted.
Yeah, that's only because somebody said my keyboard and mouse were too loud. But
somebody. Who else is around here?
It could have been somebody that inboxed me. You don't know.
Okay, good point. Welcome to the show, Executive Consultant, the one who runs the place around here. What's going on, sir?
Run the place with a lot of other people in place. But the bottom line is we're here. We're here to talk about some Bash at Berlin, pay-per-view or PLE as we should call it. As I call it, predictable live event, but premium live event that happened less than 24 hours ago. And 5 matches. Thank you, John Paul Levesque. But 5 matches on the card. And
they were so short he left early. Like, when did we start giving a fuck about people like, oh, Triple H left early because his daughter's going to college. Cody Rhodes had to take over the press conference.
Why is that news?
Why is that news? Why is it news that WWE tried to get Swerve Strickland, allegedly? Well, he said you can look at the text messages. And people get all butthurt about it because he apparently got a boatload of money from WWE. It's WWE. or AEW, and WWE was allegedly didn't think he was worth the money. Let me just say this to everybody out there getting on my guy, Swerve Strickland, okay? The best black wrestler male alive, because we know Bianca Belair. And frankly, he's the only one actually giving some shine to right now. Damn, black wrestler.
Talking about male-wise?
Male, I said male. Definitely male. Bianca Belair is the GOAT.
Considering Bobby Lashley is gone.
Right.
Considering Big E is semi-retired.
Right.
That is a strong argument can be made that it's Swerve, yes.
Who else would it be?
That's what I said. I don't have anybody else.
You can't even name nobody.
The former two WWE champions will be the
New Day?
No. Kofi Kingston's past his prime, I'll say. So
who else we got? What's that guy in the learning tree? What about? It must be about Mr. Lee, Keith Lee. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Shit. Okay. So when someone says Swerve's not pushing the needle, we're talking about an AEW needle. It's not like that's a big ass thing. That's having an eighth of tank of gas in your tank. It's pushing the needle for AEW. So if AEW runs at a half a tank of gas, and he gives them an eighth more of gas, isn't that pushing the needle?
You know what? You know who it could be? It's not. But you know who it could be if they pushed him?
Nana?
No, Montez
Stokely. Ford. Montez Ford absolutely should be a superstar by now. 100% I agree with you on that. But Swerve is the best wrestler in AEW. However,
arguably,
if I got to be honest here, and it hurts me to be honest, because I think he's doing things for the culture by the way he comes out, his outfits, Bun B, when he had Jim Jones not too long ago. But overall, Swerve's not making AEW go. AEW is just AEW. I think you put insert anybody into that where he's at, and it's going to be the same. They don't have many star pushers. MJF is one of them. Moxley has even fallen off. Okay, Jericho has fallen off. They have to produce new stars. So right now, it's MJF and Will Ospreay. Ricochet's not pulling any damn needles. He left his damn wife behind. She was in Berlin. Do you know what your wife was doing last night? Of course you don't, because your ass was somewhere in Podunk, Champaign, Illinois. Well, she was in Berlin, probably getting her toes sucked. I don't know.
She was on FaceTime with me.
See, there it is. Sucking toes. Okay. So, Swerve, we love you. I love you. But AEW fans, let's not act like he's worth Kevin Nash money. You know why? Because Kevin Nash wasn't worth Kevin Nash money. Okay? Hogan was worth Kevin Nash money. And let's not act like AEW is doing something that's taboo, because WCW was breaking the bank and ruining the wrestling business long before anybody else did. Long before. The fact that Mercedes Moné has creative control over her character tells you leave Swerve Strickland alone. And that's all I'm going to say about Swerve Strickland. We're going to talk about Bash in Berlin, but that was news this past week. You care to elaborate on that, Executive One?
Well, according to Mad Dog Kelly's sources, Swerve Strickland was
I'm drinking Kool-Aid in the morning. I'd have had red Kool-Aid all over my keyboard. Do not do that.
What?
What you just said.
The news guy.
I mean, what sources?
Uncle Dave and SRS.
Okay, SRS can suck my dick. Keep going.
Swerve moves no needles. That's all I'm going to say. You want to find out more? Then tune into our TikTok with myself and Big Daddy Cool, and you'll find out my opinion when it comes to one Swerve Strickland. No needles.
No needles. Well, I hope you don't disrespect the brother. But anyway, we are talking Bash in Berlin, Bash at Berlin,
Bash
in Berlin. And, frankly, WWE fans, and I'm one of you, what are we bragging about here? A glorified house show?
Oh,
how many times? No, let's be honest here. How many times do we have to be honest here? These matches, these pay-per-views that are built, Clash of the Castle, those things are glorified house shows. This is the first one that has ever actually pushed the envelope, really going deeply of the storyline in more than just one match. It's normally centered around one match at these events because they're in London or they're in Scottsdale, Wisconsin, or whatever the fuck they go to these countries that I'm never going to go to. So put it back on America, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, but going into this pay-per-view, we knew who would win. Let's be honest. You just called it a predictable LE, right? Is what you call the PLEs. There was nothing surprising about yesterday. The thing is, when you watch these non-surprising matches, will the storyline be put on and will the matches be good? And that's what we're going to talk about this morning, Chris. So let's just start off right there with America's Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Oh, my God. Cody, please beat Roman Reigns, the real tribal chief, except for this moron over here. Please. And what you going to do after that? You're going to open up, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 PLEs this man has open and has yet to close them. I love Cody Rhodes. Been a Cody Rhodes fan before you guys knew what the Rhodes was in Cody. However, he is not a company-carrying champion.
He has closed a couple PLEs. What are you talking about?
He's opened as many as he's closed. Without Roman, he has opened 80% of his PLEs.
I'm going to challenge that. While you're talking, I'm going to think.
He closed the last PLE with Solo, and that was
Correct.
because Roman was a part of it.
No.
Before that, he didn't close the PLE.
He closed one with
opened
AJ
the
Styles.
PLE. I thought they opened. No, he didn't. They didn't close that PLE.
They had 2 matches for
Okay,
PLE.
I'm thinking about the first one. He went 50-50.
Backlash, he closed it.
And the one before that, he opened.
No, the Backlash is the one before that. The first one, he closed it. The second one, they opened.
Either way, your opening champion, Cody Rhodes, taking on.
Let's go through the PLE since WrestleMania. I'm sorry, we're going to do this. It was Backlash, right? It was Backlash, and then it was Clash of the Castle.
He didn't close that.
And then it was Money in the Bank.
He didn't close Money in the Bank.
Are you sure?
Hold on. Which one? No, he didn't close Money in the Bank.
Who closed Money in the Bank?
Wasn't him.
It
was the World Championship.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Go back. You got your computer in front of you.
Money in the Bank was a World Championship.
You got your computer. You got your computer.
No.
After that one, next.
6-person tag closed.
Next, where's Cody? Where's Cody? That's all I'm saying. He closed SummerSlam. Why did he close SummerSlam? Because of Roman. Is why he closed SummerSlam.
No, he would have closed SummerSlam. Roman was on there or not.
Okay, we don't know.
Right, 6-person tag. You're right. Money in the Bank was a 6-person tag, and that wasn't for the WWE Championship, but he closed it.
Okay, my point I'm saying, whether I may be misled by my actuals of statistics, he is opening just as much as he is closing shows. Therefore, ergo, as much as I love Cody Rhodes fans who are just Johnny-come-lately Cody Rhodes fans, which most wrestling fans are, all of a sudden now you want to, now ain't that a bitch? We got Roman Reigns chance. Where the fuck were you at for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? But it's okay, I digress. Great match. The best part of the match, though, was Fight Forever. I feel like I was watching this man, Kevin Steen, taking on El Generico all over again. I actually enjoyed this match for an opening match. Your thoughts on this match right there? Fight Forever.
Well, I thought it was solid, but I knew they were going to put a solid match together. The problem that I said, and I've said repeatedly, is I didn't know if Kevin Owens was going to get cheered over Cody Rhodes because people really would like to see Kevin Owens win a world championship. And I might take a lot of pot shots to Swerve. I'm sorry. Kevin Owens is more money to me than Swerve.
Well, that's a stupid, dumbass. Whoever would say opposite of that is wrong side.
Okay,
is wrong.
Well, let's not call him stupid.
But of course he is. No, but that's not. I mean, come on. Of course, Kevin Owens is more over than Swerve.
Some people might think that Swerve is more over than Kevin Owens right now.
Why? Because he went to AEW.
He went to AEW. He's making so much, and he's making so much money over there that some people might consider him a better hot. That's a debatable thing. In my opinion, I would go with Kevin Owens every time. I think Kevin Owens is very good. But everybody's talking about the fact that his contract ends in December.
Kevin Owens is re-signing. Next, move on.
I'm not as sure this time. He is, but I'm not as sure this time. But we'll talk about that at another date. But the fact of the matter is that I thought this match was very well done. I was actually rooting for Kevin Owens, as most people would think. And I really want to. He hates freaking Roman. Yeah, he can't stand Roman. Roman didn't do anything until he had Paul Heyman, blah, blah, blah. But I will sit here and say,
he was only a 5-time champion before then?
Yeah, but see, he doesn't understand the immigrants.
Okay.
So
I got it. All right.
Exactly. So I was rooting for Kevin Owens. I wanted him to attack that knee so badly. I kept telling him, if you don't just go ahead and do it, you don't just go ahead and do it. But he is, I think, going to attack Cody Rhodes because I think they're going to have a rematch at the next PLE, which is Bad
Yeah,
Blood, which
absolutely.
they're probably not closing.
They're probably not going to close that because you know what Bad Blood is for? The bloodline. Speaking of the bloodline, let's go over to some blood that this man would like to be a part of, and that's the BGM special.
Oh, I'm not. I don't have that much of a fetish. It's no.
You telling me you're gonna take your girl NXT over Jade Cargill?
Well,
Why
you
are
know,
even
in terms of my
thinking?
future ex-wives, I would
Are
say
you really
Samantha.
thinking about that?
Samantha Irvin's number one. I think I will picture Cargill.
Y'all have colorisms. You know what I mean? This is why I like my man who I'm gonna make it make sense, okay? Because you know the one thing he constantly talks about, you just made fun of it. Immigrants, right? You know what he always says about immigrants? The culture. Them going for themselves. I've yet to see, outside of Mike Knoxxx on this show, and I'm talking to anybody who's fucking listening and ain't listening, though y'all glamorize black women on this show, other than me. Y'all will put every other nationality over a black woman. And that's crazy. You are black. You have a black mother. Your grandma was black.
What does that have to do with anything?
You should always know that black is beautiful.
I also know that they're human beings, and I like all human beings of all ethnicities. For the most part.
You're not gonna sit here and tell me that Samantha Irvin's more attractive. I get it. Look her in the eyes of the
Samantha Irvin is also African American. What are you talking about?
She's just not like us though. She's got partial in her. Okay, y'all do know when they say just not like us, that means if you're not 100% black, he's talking about your ass too, Drake.
Regardless, Samantha Irvin is number one, Jakara Jackson's number two, and Jade Cargill's number three.
Jakara Jackson number two.
Then it's probably Liv Morgan until Alexa Bliss comes back. Maybe I don't know.
Liv Morgan definitely. I'll give you that. I'm taking Liv Morgan over. I'm taking Liv Morgan over fucking Samantha. I know. I would not do that. About women.
Samantha Irvin can
Liv
sing
over there like that.
Samantha Irvin can sing. That's why she's number one.
Okay, and Liv Morgan wears big old glasses.
I feel like there's somebody else I'm forgetting.
You're forgetting Bianca Belair.
Bianca's top 10, but she's not in my top 5.
That's because she got them shoulders.
Yeah.
That's the weightlifting shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you put Chris Statlander in there? Where's Naomi? Where's Naomi rank?
Naomi's not in top 10 right now. Chris Statlander might be
young.
Chris Statlander might be breaking top 10. Oh, I forgot about Maxine Dupree. Oh God, that woman's hot.
Okay. Maxine Dupree or Tiffany Stratus?
Well, not Tiffany Stratus. I don't know who that is.
Okay,
I know Trish Stratus or Tiffany Stratton. I'm going to go with Maxine Dupree over Tiffany Stratton. That's tough.
That's really
but I'm going to go with Tiffany Stratton.
It's less plastic versus more plastic. I get it. Anywho, BGM, all on this.
Oh, I forgot about Sasha. Ooh, always hot.
Really?
Sasha's always been a crush.
I am not a fan of the hair choices. Personally, that's
fair.
always been me.
Actually, that's why Jade gets it over. Jakara gets over Jade.
The hair.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we got deemed the Chucky of the WWE, Alba Fire, the women's champions, which we all knew were going to lose this match. But I thought this match, yet again, as always, they're going to just pick on the black woman's hair. And most importantly about this whole thing, we know Bianca's the veteran here. She's going to take the beat down. Jade's going to come in for the hot tags, which she did. Winners of their match, BGM, win back their tag team titles clean, no way. Like, how else would it be? They're probably one of the most formidable, dominant tag teams in women's history. Okay? I would put them against any other tag team in history. I'm not saying they would beat every tag team in history, because I still think a great tag team was Beauty and the Beast, a.k.a. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. I thought they were it's a perfect blend of strength, athleticism, mat wrestling, the whole nine to me.
In my opinion, they're the greatest women's tag teams of all time.
Baszler and Jax.
Yeah, and that would be an interesting top 5. I'll put Baszler and Jax in there. I will put, even though they didn't have a tag team title run because it was before their time, I will put Beth Phoenix and Natalya in there. And then Sasha and Bayley always will get credit for me because, there was a time, especially in the Thunderdome, when they were dominating. Right, so I have to give it to them. But the closest thing you will ever get to a male female brothers of destruction is Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Like, you see Bianca Belair taking the heat in the match so Jade can get the hot tag, but realistically speaking, Bianca Belair should not be taking heat. She should be one getting the hot tag in almost any other pairing she's in. I remember when Kane and Big Show were tag team champions, and they were fine. They're dominating. You know, you can't say anything about them. But I remember one of the greatest calls I heard in commentary was saying, you know, Kane is the weak link of the group, which is ridiculous.
That's the top of all time.
Iconics are a great team and memorable because of their gimmick.
That's it, but nothing else.
But their in-ring work was never to the level of some of the other teams that I just mentioned. And that's saying something about Jade Cargill because we all aware of her in-ring work. And I think she did a good job there. Actually, I think she came out like she had a chip on her shoulder anyway because she's sick of hearing this shit.
She definitely did.
I feel like she came out a little bit better.
But my problem that I've had with her in AEW is the same problems I have with her here. Mm-hmm. Her trash talk seems so fake to me. Like, it doesn't seem natural. She was in the camera. We know we're the best. What we gonna do? I'm just like, you know, maybe that's
how she always does.
Right, all right. But I've never been a fan of her, for me personally. But I will say this: I thought the match was good. I love these girls. I think Jade Cargill is getting more and more improved in the ring. I was for Bianca Belair, which again, who am I to be offended for her? I did not appreciate the comment in the press conference when she said, we're taking over. This is our coming out party. Bianca Belair, baby's already come out. Bianca Belair's a star. This is actually diminishing Bianca Belair in the eyes of a lot of wrestling fans. This is beneath Bianca Belair. This is her doing a job for the company to help that they can help to get you over to a certain level. So let's not say we are, you know, hitting our stride to be that's Bianca Belair. She's already arguably a Mount Rushmore member.
It's such a short period of time, too. But
it's such a short period of time. She's a Mount Rushmore. So to say that, I just, that in the comment again, it's whatever.
But she's getting stale to me. And
who, Bianca?
Yeah, she is.
Because she's stuck in rigmarole right now.
It's not even just that. It's her. I'm noticing in her matches how
they're becoming John Cena-ish.
You know, yeah. So you're gonna. Here's the problem I have.
We did name her that 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, but here's the problem I have with our show, and people might say it's our egos, and we have two of the biggest egos probably ever. I feel like you and I and other people on UPR have said stuff, and then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, everybody starts saying it, and I know we were the first ones to say it. Okay. So I'm going to say this, and I guarantee in a couple months, everybody's going to be starting to say this.
Give yourself a very hard word.
Bianca Belair does the same
5 moves. Don't you say it.
I won't say that she does the same 5 moves. She does the same choreograph of a match in every one of her matches.
Smack the butt.
Oh my God. Do I have to see her going to climb up on the second rope and hit until somebody has to attack from behind so she can do her little flip and then do this and then do the spine buster and then she does the back flip. Like, there's certain times where you can switch it up a little bit, Bianca. And I love you, Bianca. I do. I was one of the first ones to ever swing. I've been a big fan of Bianca Belair since the Mae Young Classic, but I really need her to switch it up a little bit. One thing she should learn about John Cena is even though John Cena knows how to do the same 5 moves, he's one of the greatest, in my opinion, storytellers. That's what made John Cena over. Mm-hmm. Storytellers, like a Rock. It wasn't Rock's wrestling ability; it was his entertainment value and how he was able to do it. John Cena is a great, correct,
Redger's Edge,
correct. How he's able to talk crap that Roman took and perfected, in my opinion.
Okay, absolutely.
John Cena is very good at being able to tell stories, knowing how to draw fans in, knowing when to let them breathe. And unfortunately, he says it so loudly sometimes you can hear when he says, nope, nope, nope. No. You see the clips. Everybody's seen the clips on YouTube. Nope, nope, nope. Now, let's go. You know, he's very good. Bianca, I need you to learn that style because you don't have to do the same formula for every single match.
Mm-hmm. And this right here, this is like...
And she should.
This is, but what's she supposed to say? Let's be real. What is she supposed to say?
If she was Sasha, she would say something different.
Right, but she's not. And that's why Sasha's not here.
Sasha says, oh, yeah, I give back. Yeah, I give back. But you taking this L.
And let's be real here. What wrestling fans today may appreciate about wrestling is going to be the downfall of pro wrestling. Okay? It's what people don't understand around here. There's leaderships for reasons. There's reason why he's a supervisor and not a regular employee at his job.
I'm a manager.
Manager.
Sorry.
You know,
Let's not downgrade my.
I wasn't trying to downgrade it. I was not trying
I know you were. I know you were. But if you ever watch Austin Powers, it's Doctor.
No,
I spent 8 years in medical school. He's on Mister. Thank you very much.
Right. So, but there's a reason though. It's my point. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to do certain things because doing those certain things is you're required of because you are. Hate to say people better than someone else. If somebody else was other qualified, then they would be having that job, right? So what is she supposed to say in a job that's people right now, wrestling fans, y'all think it's about this whole, we have all these other places to go and they get to be this way. Hate Vince all you want to. Hate the old guard all you want to. It takes him. People could say, Russo did the Attitude Era. Did he really? Or did Vince say,
that
okay,
works,
I like that.
That don't work.
But, yeah, exactly. Somebody had to tell somebody when and when not to do something. Right now, some of that stuff should happen. And they should not just sit back because Bianca Belair, for as much as I love her, as much as we've deemed her the female Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena, she is getting a little stale. And she's doing a job for the company, but what does that do for her overall? And I don't want to hear somebody say, look at her. She was just in Belair. Did you see the appearance in Belair? It was terrible. And not because it was Bianca Belair being terrible. It was Peacock making it look like I was watching a Metro PCS commercial. I'm overhearing I'm the EST, the baddest, the fattest, the toughest. Like, okay, we get it,
They
Bianca.
had that commercial a little too long, and that was cricket.
Yeah. Cricket, I don't, whatever that breakdown cell phone companies people use, whatever, But that's my point. Like, I love Bianca. I want to say that about I want to say the greatest for Jade, Cargill as well. But as much as I like them together, because my daughter loves them, how long can this last, and why does it have to last much longer than Royal Rumble? I better see them fighting at WrestleMania at this point.
I think they're not sure who's going to turn heel yet. I think they're actually finally thinking of making Bianca heel.
I don't think that'll ever happen. I'm going to keep continuing to say that because of what I know she does for merchandise sales. That's the only reason why I can't see them doing that.
And how marketable she is.
And how marketable she is. And once she become a person who's calling other women bitches, and I remember we go back. I wasn't a big fan of Bianca Belair and the girl. I wasn't a big fan of Sasha Banks like that either because it didn't seem natural. I like when wrestling is organic and it's natural of that's how that person is. And to me, that's what makes wrestling great. And I don't think Bianca Belair is a natural heel. She's a natural good girl.
She can play a heel very well, but I will always say that the amount of respect and influence she has over women of all ages and colors across the country, even yesterday, because honestly speaking, we were talking about in the chat, and of all the matches, they were the most dead for this. They were the most dead for them to come out. Toward the end, they got into it, right? And I'll talk more about that because we kind of veered off. But I still saw where so many people are influenced by Bianca Belair and what she's able to do. This match I thought was good. I think, and I mentioned this, I think the last PLE that Alba Fire was a part of. Mm-hmm. I think she should go break off to be a singles competitor. I think she's that good in the ring. She's impressed me every single time I've seen her on the main roster over the last year. She's that good. I think her partner, Isla Dawn, is not as good in the ring, but I think she has personality. And I think somehow she has to find a way to capitalize on that because she's always doing something. And when you're in the world of professional wrestling, especially in WWE, you have to always be doing something. That's why Louis Kaiser is so over, so to speak, as far as the people in the back. But the match itself was okay. It righted the wrong of them winning or losing the tag team titles at Clash of the Castle, but we understand why. And Triple H and his infinite ego was like, I'm going to justify this. I'm going to make it work. Well, it didn't work. I'm sorry. You had to keep him off TV for like a month and a half to 2 months just to try to give him a lengthy title run. Yeah. Then you had him go to NXT to beat a team just so you can try to justify it.
And then kept a hold and kept him on Raw exclusively away from these girls. And,
correct.
And George.
Because we all knew they were going to drop him back.
You know I love you, George.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
She'll be back soon.
And Charlotte wants to drop pass the torch to Bianca.
So I don't know where you heard that from. I'm not saying you're wrong.
But I know. I'm telling you, I heard that proper.
What torches did it pass?
No,
I'm gonna tell you why I say that torch. Whenever I say torch, when I think of torches, right, I think of equal fan loving of a person, and that's past. So like, Charlotte's such a always heel, and most fans don't like Charlotte. They respect Charlotte, but they don't like Charlotte. People like Bianca Belair, so there's no torch to pass. Like Rock or Stone Cold passed the torch to Cena. That worked because it was fan favorite to fan favorite. Fan favorites don't normally go to heel favorites. Is all I'm trying to say. So when I think the word torch, that's all.
With Charlotte Flair, once again, said this many times on this program. When Charlotte Flair likes somebody, you know Charlotte Flair likes somebody.
That's the truth.
She does not take L's. She does not take, and she does take an L. There's going to be some controversy, some collusion behind it. I always said every single time she lost in the Royal Rumble, somehow it was something that she eliminated herself, right? Or it took 2 or 3 people to do it, and she lands on her feet, right? That's what Charlotte Flair does. I'm glad you're playing that because that's what happens when she comes in. Right? Even her promos as a heel or a face, she says, "What line? I am the line." You know, stuff like that. I am the opportunity.
Promos. That's one of my favorite freaking things she ever cut, yo. I am the line. What do you mean I got to get in line? I loved it.
Which is why, in a lot of people's opinion, one of the greatest women's matches of all time, women's title matches of all time, was at WrestleMania 39 with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. They went out there, they let everything on the line, right? She said, "This is what's going down." She said, "Y'all not cutting our time or anything like that." And it was damn near a match of something. And in my opinion, it's a very underrated WrestleMania because WrestleMania had almost every match a fantastic match. So for me to sit there and say that, which was followed by the tag team match between Usos and Kevin Owens. Anyway, bottom line is, she took the loss to Rhea Ripley clean, which is not something she has done for quite some time. If your name wasn't
the Four Horsewomen
or Asuka, and actually a lot of times with Asuka, she always had some kind of controversy with that as well. But she'll take the L to Asuka, but she had a little controversy. Or Ronda Rousey. That's it, because Ronda and Charlotte actually got along, which not a lot of people did on Ronda.
Before we get into some more of this prediction show, come back and talk with the girls who
this needs to be addressed.
The women's tag team titles to earn respect. Hopefully, this is the team that will do.
What respect does it need to earn?
I was waiting for you to say. I was going to say the exact thing.
Like, what else do you need them to do? They need to main event every PLE because they have main event in PLEs. They made it in Raw, they made it in SmackDown. Now, granted, I do feel like there's just something more to give that division to do half the time, which is why you see a lot of these women just be put in random tag teams for no reason. No reason. Shout out to Sonya Deville.
Pure Fusion Collective.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But if no one cares about the titles,
Dice was like they were all MMA at some point, and that's where it comes from, or whatever. And then you got like
100%. She would have lost the title at SummerSlam. Actually, let me tell you something. And I'm sorry to cut you off.
You've been saying that.
If Rhea didn't have to forfeit the belt a few months ago due to injury, would she have lost the title at SummerSlam to live or somewhere else? I will tell you this: if Rhea did not get injured, she would have lost the title actually at that Saudi pay-per-view, Crown Jewel. No, King and Queen of the Ring. That's what it was. Becky Lynch losing that title to Liv Morgan was the exact way it was supposed to happen with Rhea Ripley. Dom was actually supposed to start planting the seeds of leaving at that PLE, but Rhea got injured. They just inserted Becky Lynch into it. So that's it.
Before we continue with the rest of this program, this Bash in Berlin pay-per-view, let's go ahead and pay some respect to the other shows we have around here. And frankly, it's time for one of my favorite shows of the week. We'll be right back, y'all.
Welcome to Wondering About WWE, and we are just wondering about WWE Bash in Berlin. I personally enjoyed Bash in Berlin. It wasn't a pay-per-view I expected to have, but altogether I enjoyed the pay-per-view. A lot of my favorites won, except for Gunther versus Randy, which we knew he wasn't gonna win, but it still hurt. But I'm gonna start off and say my favorite match was BGM getting back their titles. But I'm also probably just biased because Bianca's like my second favorite wrestler and Jade Cargill is like my third favorite. And then I'd actually have to say my second favorite match was the CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre strap match. I enjoyed a lot of the matches. Actually, I think the first match with Cody and Kevin Owens was a really good match. I think the BGM was a good match. I think I loved Rhea and Damian versus Dominik and Liv. I loved that match. I'm so glad they won. I was scared that they were gonna lose. I was actually really scared. I was ready to run into where my dad was watching it and say, I told you they were gonna lose. But they didn't, and they won, and I'm happy. And then we already talked about the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre strap match. I loved it. The concept kind of caught me off guard because when they were explaining it, I was in the bathroom, so I didn't really understand how they're supposed to win. But in the end, I understood, and I'm so glad CM Punk won because I'm also biased, and he's one of my favorite male superstars. I think top 15. And then we have the main event, Gunther versus Randy. And it was a good match. I enjoyed it. I just like seeing Randy wrestle. I think he did really good, but I'm mad that he lost. And not only did he lose, but he faded. So it's just, I don't know how I feel about people fading. Like, I liked it back when I just started. It was a good concept, but sometimes you gotta know when to tap. I mean, it fit for Randy to fade. I couldn't see him tapping, but being pinned, I would have enjoyed that ending better. I don't know, I think that's just me. But yeah, I enjoyed Bash in Berlin. I can't wait for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown so they can talk about it. I can see BGM with their titles again. So I'm so excited for that. And the tournament with Jey Uso. I'm so excited. But that is all. Let's go back over it.
Welcome to the SmackDown Penitentiary.
Saying to get Bailey, Pamela Martinez, for the love of everything good in me, which ain't much left, but I need you to come back. I need you to come back. It's got to be ASAP because Elektra Lopez. Ay, mami, ¿cómo está? She was looking so good last night. I don't know what's going on, man. Pamela takes a step away, and then all of a sudden, all the other ladies looking good. Backstage, Chelsea was looking good. Nia looking scrumptious. Tippy Tom looking good. Lopez. I'm like, gosh, what is going on right now? I just need Bailey to come back. Pamela Martinez, please just.
And you know what? Piper Niven was looking kind of cute yesterday too.
Oh, yo, you like that lip gloss she was putting on?
Facts, me. What? My lip gloss is cool. My lip gloss is fine. But yeah, cool. The little chunky girl can get it. I hope my wife ain't watching.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular Review, bro.
Okay. Shout out to my baby girl, Michaela, wondering on WWE. I see you and Uncle Chris, executive consultant, have a thing in common. I like to bang the desk a lot, so the microphone just picks up on the sound. But she said my top 15 favorite wrestler was CM Punk. But I'm going to get on that, and we're on that match right now, what she said, because honestly, I am not the biggest fan of strap matches either. I've enjoyed a few of my day. Some I actually really like, some I do not like. I have not liked a strap match in the WWE in quite some time. They're not allowed to do things that other federations can do when it has a strap match. I'm not a fan of the lights on the corners because they were the red and the green. That's too comic for me. That takes away the harshness of what a strap match is going to do. It's supposed to be a brutal match. I just saw a strap match between Adam Page and fucking Swerve Strickland and all the chaos. And I get this is not WWE that they have going on inside that company. But to get this match in this way, I didn't want to see it. Happened to call this guy here when it first started, and he's already started. Oh, he's gonna get hurt right now. He's already hurt. He's already injured, which I was offended by. But damn it, he wasn't lying, because this ass whooping, this ass whooping, this ass whooping, that ass whooping. He finally gets the stupid ass bracelet back, which I thought was stupid. They're fighting over a goddamn bracelet. Okay, he finally gets it back. I thought I had the picture here where he went through the fucking table, because that's when I thought his ass was gonna get hurt. When he took the chop off the apron into the table, I said, Phil, you're too old for that stuff. Okay, you are brittle. But the match was actually pretty damn good because they told a story in the ring. Your takes on this match? I know you hate CM Punk. To me, he's one of my top
I don't hate
15 of all time as well.
I don't hate him. I think he's overrated, and I never understand his cult following. But I always thought he was actually pretty
straight
good.
Edge. You're straight edge.
He's not straight edge. Okay.
I know that. I know that because I know wrestler's straight edge, because there's no way you're not taking a pain pill.
He picks and chooses when he wants to be straight edge, and I'll say that. That's the only time I ever give you some.
When they say straight edge, it's street drugs.
He also says alcohol.
Yes, well, that means you're definitely not street edge. Hell, we're going to have a drink right now.
So, this is what I want to say.
Say it.
In my opinion, this was match of the night, right? And it surprised me, but it shouldn't surprise me because everybody knows how much I'm a big fan of Drew McIntyre. And CM Punk is able to... I don't hate CM Punk. I think he puts on good matches. I just think, like I said, I think he's overrated. I think his ego is a problem, but I do see a change since he's been back in WWE, right? He got put to the table. Word has it that he got injured for 3 months. Every time he got struck with the strap, he was injured for another week. So don't expect to see him wrestle again to Royal Rumble. That being said, the match is very good. I'm not a fan of strap matches. I don't like the light thing. I'm sick and tired. Every time I see a strap match, they do this thing where one person hits it, then that person hits it from behind. And they teased it in this one. And I should know they were just going to tease it because CM Punk likes to do that in a lot of his matches. But the ending of the pay-per-view, the ending of this match, I thought was very, very well thought of and very well done. With him doing those GTSs, each one as he goes into the turnbuckle, I thought that was genius and very well done. I want to bring up the hypocrisy of you, though. Take those chants off. I want to bring the hypocrisy of you.
Of Mike Knoxxx?
You said you don't like Mike Knoxxx, does not like the fact that they're fighting over a bracelet. That's stupid. Can you tell me what is Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns fighting over?
A fucking tribal chief you follow that says you're the chief of your tribe. That is completely different than me playing over a bracelet that is made by a 6-year-old that has my dog and my wife's name on it. They're not fighting over his wedding band. They're not fighting over the garter that he took off for her during the wedding. They're not fighting over the bouquet. They're fighting over a bracelet that says AJ and my dog.
All I heard was they're fighting over a necklace. I agree. And because they're fighting over a necklace, it's the same concept as they are doing over there.
It's not a necklace. Do you not see
It's
the
principle of the thing.
It's the principle
My
of having a
wife's
damn
name
bracelet.
is on another man's wrist.
Okay. You know what's worse than that? When Razor Ramon tattooed Sarah or whatever the hell he had. You know what I mean? Ahmad. You know, that's going further. I ain't trying to hear over no bracelet. And I love CM Punk. And I like this rivalry. That portion of the rivalry, I think, is a little played out. That's just me, okay? And I love me some Chicago-made Phil Brooks. That's what that is. So,
the difference is CM Punk and Drew McIntyre are fighting for respect. Drew McIntyre is disrespecting CM Punk.
Over and over. Then we get to the loveliest part of the night. These lovely girls and guys here. Dirty Dominik, the greatest North American champion of all time.
True.
Okay, the new Latino Heat. And these horrible people. The Terror Twins. Wonder Twins activate into terribleness. Okay. At one point, remember when everybody made fun of my girl Beyonce at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Remember they said she turned into the Ultimate Warrior on stage?
Okay.
When Rhea Ripley came out, I didn't know that was a woman. And I know it's a woman. Oh, yes, I know it's a woman. Okay. But she looked damn near manly and scary as shit to me. Okay. And we're talking about Rhea Ripley. Okay. Listen. She is an American treasure, but she scares the shit out of me. Okay? This match is unnecessary. The terrible two is right. And here's the worst part about it is, I love Rhea Ripley separate. I've grown to respect and like Damian Priest. This whole Terror Twin thing is stupid to me. It's a stupid name. It's just terrible. And WWE and Vince McMahon's day didn't have too many. All right, that's not fair. They always have stupid names in wrestling. This is a stupid name in wrestling.
Mandatory?
Okay? That's why I stopped while I was ahead. Okay, but it's like first thing came to my mind was Terror Twins, right? And Pure Fusion and Collective, right? So I'm thinking of all the dumb names currently, right? And it just really, really bothers me.
Pure Fusion Collective.
Pure Fusion Collective is just a
PLC.
stupid ass name. Okay, PLC. But the match was entertaining. Judgment Day came out. We knew that was going to happen, but it didn't matter. Terror Twins win with one of the greatest pinfalls ever by Rhea Ripley on Liv Morgan. Your take on this match?
I wasn't a fan. Now, it went exactly as I thought it would, but my problem with this match is
the wrong team won.
No, the right team won. But my problem with this match is the fact that Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are so dominant as a two. Why are they beating up each week 5 people? Yeah. Right? It's 5 people. WWE always likes using the phrase the numbers game, the numbers game, the numbers game, the numbers game. Well, outside of 1 week, the number games that work for him. Damian Priest literally wipes out 4 people by himself each and every single week.
How do they need to win, George? They're the dominant.
No, and here's why. From a storyline perspective, that's why I picked them. From a storyline perspective, they needed to win because if they lost, Rhea Ripley doesn't really have a claim to go after the WWE Women's World Championship.
Jack. And they made the Judgment Day look like a joke yesterday.
And they did make the Judgment Day look like a joke.
You make Finn look beneath what Finn is.
The end game, because he doesn't really get a chance to touch Finn that much. The end game is the fact that he has to face Finn Balor. So he has to beat Dom. He has to be to get JD Madonna. Exactly. So I see why. But the fact of the matter is they still beat. He still beats, and I know he's bigger, but he still beats 4 people each and every week. How am I going to take you as credible and serious as a faction if you get – I'm trying to respect the New Judgment Day. I like the New Judgment Day. But let's be real. Outside of Carlito, they are all very tiny people. And I like Finn Balor. He's one of my favorites. I dare say he's in my top 15. He's in my top 15. Shout out to Michaela. But he's getting beat up by Damian Priest along with his tag team partner. And you want to talk and American Dream Real Estate. This is why I challenge you because you said that maybe you start treating the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships with more respect. JD Madonna and Finn Balor are the WWE World Tag Team Champions. They haven't defended it since they won it like 2 months ago. I keep forgetting that they're the tag team champions.
It ain't been that long.
It's been almost 2 months. No, it's been almost 2 months ago.
Since they won those titles.
Somebody in the comments, please put the day, because I'm not going to look, the day that they won. I guarantee it's been almost 2 months. I guarantee it was back in July. Back in July.
Nah, I would say
beginning of July.
Well, technically, today is September 1st.
2 months ago.
So they probably won the belts like July 26th.
We're gonna find out. But the bottom line is that is my personal opinion. I'm not a fan of this. Do I think that the right team won? Yes, I do. But I just need them to get beat down a little bit more. Outside that 1 week where, yes, they did look dominant. But after that 1 week they looked dominant, it went right back to business as usual. So this is the problem with Triple H. You might want to hire a different writing team for Raw and SmackDown like they used to back in the days, and I always feel like they should because I don't need to see the same formula on Raw and SmackDown. You have the Bloodline on SmackDown, and every single freaking SmackDown, shout out to the SmackDown Penitentiary, and it was Solo Sikoa and the new Bloodline with the ones up over somebody's broken-ass body each and every single week. It was getting annoying. On Raw, the Judgment Day always getting beat up by the terrible twos. Don't like it. They had the titles for 68 days. You see that? Bad Guy Jack just said it.
What part?
Read the last comment.
You could have put it up there, by the way. They had the title for 68 days. Well, I left this up there because this was funny to me. LWO is not winning those tag team titles against the Judgment Day.
No, if anybody wins the tag team titles, actually no, I don't know because they don't treat the tag team titles with respect. That's the World Tag Team titles or the WWE Tag Team titles. The WWE Tag Team titles are getting a little bit more respect because the Bloodline have them. But realistically speaking, they haven't done much with that either.
And I don't think they're going to keep them long. I don't think they're going to keep them long. I think they're actually going to put them on the Street Profits, which to me, I don't want the Street Profits to break up. I don't think tag teams should always have to break up to separate, but they should separate.
They can separate without breaking up.
Without breaking up, and that's what.
And this is because you think Montez Ford could get pushed, but at the same time, as many times people say that, I always want people to respect Antonio Dawkins.
I'm gonna say don't go there because that's not me. I've recently become a bigger fan of Montez. When everybody was saying Montez, I said, are you guys watching what happens in the ring? Or are you watching the flash of him jumping out the ring? Because the person who holds that team down, grounded, is Dawkins. He, to me, is a more overall in the ring performer, over the longevity of a match than, say, Montez. But Montez just has the part. He looks the part. He walks the part. He acts the part. He wants to be the part. So it should be Montez. But I thought the match was just blah as well with you. Then we get to the main event of the evening. And as soon as I saw red tights Orton, which that's a lie. As soon as I knew this match was made for Bash in Berlin, I knew Orton was going to lose. If anybody was trying to tell me otherwise, that because this is all going to go back to him circling back to Cody. Okay, I believe that's still the thing they're going to do there. Okay, is that the second time he's pulled his headset out today? Oh, headset puller out, are you?
Yeah.
But honestly, and I would love to say that Punk and them had match of the night. I have never had a Gunther match I thought that was not the triple threat match between him, Sheamus, and McIntyre. I don't get why everybody likes Gunther. I'm not as horrible on him as Stefan is. When I say Stefan, I mean Steve. Okay? Steve. As he is. But I do not get it. I didn't get the press conference part, the post conference where, he's this ground-matted wrestler. No, he's not. He's not a better mat wrestler than, I can name 5. He's not a better mat wrestler than Orton. He's not a better mat wrestler than, the name will lose me right now, than AJ Styles. And I'm picking legends here. So let's go currently in the last few years, right? He's not a better mat wrestler than Ludwig Kazak, for what it's worth.
Or Kaiser,
whatever. He's not a better mat wrestler than the Bruiserweight. Okay? So I get it. He's a chop fest. He's a size. Y'all looking at the story of what he did to his life to go from being fat guy to this guy, from being Walter to Gunther. But Gunther, I thought, was better when he was bigger. And I ain't talking about fat Gunther, but I'm talking about NXT UK NXT. When I'm watching him fight against that dude Dragunov, I'm like, yo, oh my God, this match is crazy. He hasn't put on matches like that in a while. So to see this match, I'm not going to lie, I was impressed with Gunther for the first time in a long time. I thought Gunther did a really fucking good job of this match. But then here lies the question, it's Randy fucking Orton. It's kind of not hard to have a good match with Randy fucking Orton. It's Randy Orton, okay? And this is not Randy in his prime, right? Randy's a step slower, if not 2 steps slower than what he used to be. The weight, to me, doesn't fit him as much. He's could make him look more sluggish. He doesn't look as slick and chic in the ring as he used to do. But I still thought this match, and I thought this picture was crazy. You can just see the sweat off of Randy Orton's chest from that smack. And then, like I told you, this part here, iconic Randy, okay? If you're looking for brutality, Randy's the guy you want to go to nowadays. He's that last lineage of guys from that era that can do that kind of thing. But I thought the match was good. But I asked you, is this just a Berlin thing or just a face turn for Gunther? Because I can't see Gunther being a face at all.
Yeah, Gunther's not a face. He shouldn't be.
People were saying it's just a face. I'm like, this ain't a first turn. This is Berlin. Learn to identify.
Yeah, they had to put him over as that. They knew that Randy Orton was equally as popular in Berlin, okay? Because he got a lot of cheers, right? So he couldn't just attack him because you have to have him soak in the adulation of those fans in Berlin. But no, he's definitely not turning face. I disagree with you when it comes to Gunther, I agree that he's not really that much of a mat technician like everybody else claims he is and stuff like that. I get that, but I've never seen Gunther in a bad match. Walter, even
because he's always in there against somebody who's better than him in the ring.
Might be true, but I've also seen other people who get in there with people better in the ring and still not be able to keep up with them. Gunther has always had a memorable and best. His match with Sami Zayn was one of the best matches at WrestleMania.
Because of Sami fucking Zayn.
Doesn't matter. He's had great matches with Sami Zayn. He's had great matches with The Miz. He's had great matches with...
You're making my opinion even more valid.
Name a bad match, though, is my question. You can't. Because as Bad Guy Jack just says,
it's kind of hard to have a bad match when all you do is 3 moves. He don't even have 5 moves. He has a lot more moves than that. He has a lot more moves than that. He has a chop, a kick, and a drop kick. That's literally all he has.
Bad Guy Jack and George Samuel Lewis.
And I'm with my daughter. Okay? I'm with my daughter. Fucking, I would like to have seen him. I'm sick and tired of the passing out from a sleeper. The sleeper has been used since I first started watching wrestling.
I'm going to sit here and agree with you that I thought that was a little bit anticlimactic. The way
fucking tap out. Fucking pin him.
I agree. But I will say this also. The reason how come I was able to let it go is because the chop he did, and you just mentioned the sweat. The chop he did to the back of Randy when Randy got out.
That
looked like death shot.
That shit really fucking hurt.
So I let it go, but I thought it was anticlimactic. But that chop in the back and that sweat came off like that. Yes, it looked like that was the final nail in the coffin. So, but I disagree with you. I've seen plenty of people. I've seen Randy Orton have bad matches, right? And he's Randy freaking Orton. But I've seen him have bad matches.
You haven't watched enough Gunther matches. You're going to try to tell me that Gunther.
I've
Randy
never
has had
seen
a bad match, but Gunther has never had.
I've never seen a bad Gunther.
I don't think you watched them all.
I've never seen a bad Gunther match.
I can name bad matches from him from on Raw, off of SmackDown, off of NXT. Yeah,
him and Sheamus was match of the year in 2021.
No, him, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre was match of the year.
I'm sorry, in 2022.
But him and Sheamus by themselves was not a banger. It was good. It was good.
I'm about to do dice.
It was
they had
good.
match of the year in 2022. Him and Sheamus had match of by far.
They did not have match of the year in 2022.
No, I can't.
They did not. Did you not see that WrestleMania from 2022?
That was the same WrestleMania as WrestleMania 39 when we talked about Rhea in Charlotte. Every match was good. But
so you gonna tell me Rhea
versus...
that match is better than Rhea and Charlotte?
Yes.
We're moving on. We're going to agree to disagree. We're going to agree to disagree because I don't know if I'm getting real Chris or
no. You getting 100% real Chris.
You know, that's that. As a Mike gives him, I'm calling bullshit. Okay.
You as George Lewis says, who will be Gunther's next opponent? And you know what? That's a very good question.
It's going to be Dragunov.
I don't think it's going to be Dragunov. I think it's actually going to be Sami Zayn.
They're going back there.
I think they're going to be Sami Zayn because he lost to Sami Zayn. And I think he's going to get his win back because Sami's going to SmackDown. I think that's what it's going to be. I don't know that for sure because I've said that plenty of times. Raw doesn't have baby faces like that.
They do not.
Seth Rollins is injured. Damian Priest is currently in a program, and they need to have, before he goes back after Gunther, they need to have Gunther face somebody else. I think Jey Uso's winning the tournament is facing Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship because he's going to lose as he goes over to SmackDown, the transition over to SmackDown, and Sami Zayn is going to lose this one. Triple H is, I like his booking. I understand what I'm saying this because I know it's unpopular. I think Triple H has made the product more entertaining than it has been in a long, long time overall. I honestly 100% believe that. But that is not to sit here and say that he does not have a lot of very easy and predictable booking. He's had a lot of tournaments a la AEW. He does a lot of tournaments because it has easy writing of itself.
Shit, personally.
He does do a lot of AEW.
You have not seen Dragunov on TV in fucking weeks. I don't like that part of Triple H's booking where these guys get a month. These guys are off a month.
He did that.
These guys get 2 weeks. They get 2 weeks.
He did that in NXT. He did that in NXT, and that's the problem.
What people don't get about wrestling, right? Because fans think they know everything, right? Instead of realizing if you get a book, right? Today's society will have you watch a movie and go, "Oh, that's a shitty ending. They should have did this." Then if it's such a shitty ending, they should have did some. How come you didn't write the motherfucking book? So I'm never gonna pick on booking. Okay, that's never been my thing.
Right.
What I'm picking on is the fact of people have short attention spans.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go 4 or 5 weeks without somebody being on TV when you're trying to build them up because then when you bring them back on TV, the way my eyes look at it is, well, they need to be built up again. So if you're going to have space for them all, then even if it's the backstage vignette or you know, something, they should be seen no more than every other week.
And I think
this
what
isn't
you're
Brock
saying,
Lesnar. You know what I mean?
I think your logic is good, especially when it comes to main event Jey Uso, who, as I said over and over again, is one of the biggest superstars.
But ain't had a match in how long on Raw?
Well, this past week, but before that, I mean, he was. And I also mentioned, hey, this PLE main event Jey Uso wasn't on. He was not on the SummerSlam.
You know, that's back-to-back PLEs.
And I'm not a fan of PLEs. I mean, I know he doesn't do it for WrestleMania and apparently SummerSlam. Thank God for that, because I was worried about SummerSlam. I know he doesn't like having more than 5 matches on the card. You need to start having more than 5 matches.
You definitely do. You definitely do.
2 more matches is not going to kill you, and a kickoff match.
Come on, speak, because it's not going to kill you. It's okay for Bash in Berlin. To me, it's okay for that. It's not made for us. It's made for the motherfuckers in Berlin. Okay, and if I get one more motherfucker tell me, and what y'all kept doing the whole chat yesterday, oh, y'all hear the decimals. As Vic said on Friday's show, the No Man SmackDown edition, It's 12,000 motherfuckers in the building. It shouldn't be hard to get
13,000, and they have their largest. And this is why I sit here and say, listen. As much as I disrespect Triple H, as much as I disrespect Triple H,
come on, go there. The biggest gate in WWE history.
13,000 people got the highest gate in WWE history. That beats all 25,000 people they've had in some arenas, and for Raw and SmackDown.
WrestleMania past weekend, the 2 nights didn't beat that. We were in that city.
Hold on. Arena, not stadium.
Okay.
Not stadium.
Okay.
Arena.
Biggest arena gate of 13,000. So technically, in an arena Ford Field?
No, that's the stadium.
That's the stadium.
Arena is a basketball and hockey field. Stadium is football and baseball.
Okay. So, but you say gate.
Gate as in they brought in the most money.
But the key word there is arena.
Arena. So
now we got to do our arena search and to call the bullshit.
But hold on. Here's the reason why it might not be called the bullshit. We don't know how much they were charging them tickets.
Exactly. That's how I was going to get over there.
Because that's the only way they were able to do it. But the bottom line is, how many of these has Triple H been able to do in the last year? Right?
Yes.
So
not a lot of them. So it's not hard to beat something you ain't beat when you ain't. They don't do arenas.
I'm just saying his formula works. I'm just not a fan of a lot of stuff he does. But I like him.
I'm glad you brought that up, George. So I went to that before we got off air. We do have No Mercy tonight.
Shit. I got to do the post.
We do have No Mercy tonight. What time is that pay-per-view?
It's speaking of which.
It's not an afternoon one, is it?
I don't think so, but understand
it
that.
At 7.
Understand.
But I think Jack and them are going
Bad Blood.
And Georgia, where I would be.
Is in Georgia, where I'll be. And I couldn't remember. You did say you were going. You did say you were going because your daughter. Is at 6:00 p.m. I need people to remember that. Okay.
But Bad Blood?
Bad Blood is at 6:00 p.m. It's not 7:00. It's not 8:00.
That means it's gonna be a long show.
Oh no, it's gonna be 5 matches.
It better not be 5.
I'll tell you why they're doing it.
Why? Talk to me. Football.
No. What time was Bash of Berlin?
1.
What time was Clash of the Castle?
1.
And what time was King and Queen of the Ring? It was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep doing these 1 and 2 o'clock pay-per-views and then go to 7 or 8 o'clock for when you have your WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and all these other ones. So they're going to start pushing these PLEs to start a little bit earlier and a little bit earlier. They're training you just like they're training you for Royal Rumbles about to become a little later because WrestleMania is going to be April 19th because it's going to start being in May very soon. They're training you slowly but surely so you can't whine and complain when they do it just like that.
No more bitching and complaining. But yeah, NXT, he just disappeared. It's tonight. He just hit the button, y'all. I love it.
Boots and hoes. I gotta have me my boots and hoes.
Oh, God. I don't know where he went. He just hit the button. But overall, yo, what a good pay-per-view. Overall, I thought it was just okay. I say good because it happened today, but to me, it was just okay for me. I thought it was just an okay pay-per-view. Could have gotten a lot more out of it, but again, it's a PLE. It's not made for us. It's made for them over there. Overseas.
How did they get more matches on NXT No Mercy than
do it? Because it's NXT. But I'm with you. But final score, what's your grade this pay-per-view? This PLE?
I guess a solid B.
Solid B. I'm gonna give it.
Solid B.
Bell grades here. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it about 3.5. So it's like a B- to me.
Okay.
Because it didn't move me. There was nothing memorable about this pay-per-view to me. Like literally nothing memorable about it whatsoever. We will forget this pay-per-view in 6 months.
Fair.
Other than BGM won the tag team titles back, which they should have never lost in the first place, and they did a job, right? How many times did the black women got to do a job for somebody else, right? Nobody else sticks up for my black women on this program. I will. Okay. So with that being said, I do think that NXT crew are they live tonight?
I'm not sure. Bad Guy Jack is still in the chat.
So we do have something for everybody. The Mike Knoxxx Show, typically on Mondays at 6 o'clock, here on PLEs. On Sundays, and we got the Raw Review Show Tuesday evening, followed by the NXT Review Show, AEW on Wednesdays. They're doing their thing. I like how those guys are actually coming into their own. Top fives, specials. We don't know what that's going to be about on Thursdays. Check out the predictions. And then Saturday mornings, I think tentatively they're talking about moving to Friday nights because of football. I don't think that's going to make a difference, but they're talking about moving that, in case you didn't know that, Vic, to Friday nights for SmackDown, and also the Mike Knoxxx Show. So, hey, again, as I say this all the time, if you guys want to be a part of Unpop Review Entertainment in any way, if that's as far as donating funds, if that's as far as coming on air, if you are a, I can't think of that fucking loud ass typing.
Mute me real quick.
That man's typing is so loud, type like my daughter. So, but if you are someone who is a editor or anything like that, and you want to do something in wrestling, give us a call, give us a talk, inboxes, let us know. Again, like, follow, subscribe. Thank you for following. Thank you for you guys liking us. Thanks for being around with us. He said he can't hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah, so what do you mean he can't hear me?
But I need to know, Bad Guy Jack, if you can hear me, can you let me know what y'all doing as far as the review show, you and Wrestling Doll?
And also, shout out to Fat Man Scoop. We did lose him yesterday for our hip-hop heads out there. That was sad news. Watched the man collapse on stage, and he didn't make it at 53 years old. We are losing a lot of legends in the world of hip-hop lately, and it's actually pretty damn sad. But with that, he said we are on Fridays since when? I don't know. Talk to your partner. But with that being said, we're going to get up out of here, guys. We thank you. Again, as always, do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me. And don't love God, y'all. That's crazy. We are out of here forever. Remember, 2 things about the world we live in, and that is...
Boots and hoes. I gotta have me my boots and hoes.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. Other YouTube or Google me. Turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it. I just had to vote.
You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Flex Radio, got 'em listening.